Hi, this is Mrs. Kramer, and I've asked some students to help me record our review of lessons 1 through 15 of Module 1. So I'm going to hand it over to Emma, and she's going to help you guys with lessons 1 and 2.
There are 150 binders at the school store. 48 of the binders are red. What is the ratio of the number of red binders to the number of binders that are not red? So you would do 150 minus 48, which is 102. So then it would be 48 to 102. And then what is the ratio of number of not red binders to the number of total of binders? And that would be 102 to 150.
And Emma did a great job, and I'm only going to tweak her work a little bit. I'm going to simplify them. I know that they're both divisible by 2, so that's going to go down to 24 to 51. And these are also both divisible by 2, and it's going to be 51 to 75. Emma, great job. Okay, I'm going to hand it over to Sydney and Lauren for lessons 3 and 4.
So for every 6 girls in swim club, there are 5 girls in art club. If there are 75 girls in art club, how many girls are in swim club? So they say that there's 6 girls in swim club. So you draw 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then there's 5 girls in art club. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you have to label them. Swim club to art club. And then it says there's 75 girls in art club. So it equals 75 to 75 divided by 5 is 15. So you put 15 in every box. Up here too. And then 15 times 6 equals 90. So you get 90 up here.
Okay, now I'm going to hand it to Lauren for another one from lessons 3 and 4.
Okay, hello. So the ratio of the number of blue chairs to green chairs is 7 to 8. If there are 250 blue chairs, how many green chairs are there? So first of all, I'd recommend underlining blue chairs to green chairs in the ratio. And then you'll need to make 8 boxes for green chairs. And 7 for blue. And label it blue, green. And it says that there are 252 blue chairs. So this is 252. We know that already. So you do 252 divided by 7, because there are 7 boxes, which is 36. So you put 36 in each box. And then you do 36 times 8. And you end with a total of 288 green chairs.
to hand it to Gavin.
This one says the pet store has a total of 524 fish. 504. The ratio of blue fish to red fish is 4 to 5. How many of each color fish is there? First you divide.
I'm going to stop you. What are we
That's a
dividing?
6.
I asked
Right
you
there.
I want you to divide it by 9. Because 4
Oh,
plus
I
1.
meant.
You meant 9? Let me erase that for you. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not good at writing on this.
You're doing great. How many times is 9 doing it before?
56.
Perfect. Now what do you do with the 56?
You multiply it by 4.
That's going to give you the what color fish?
Blue.
Yep. Yeah, let me help you. 56 times 4 over here is 224. Now what would I multiply? And this is going to be the blue fish. What would I multiply 56 by to get the red fish?
You would multiply it by 5.
And what would that be?
That would be 280, I think.
There you go. Okay, perfect. Good job. Now I'm going to hand it to Owen, and he's going to do the second problem.
Okay, so the second problem says the ratio of the number of laps Tanya swam last week to the number of laps Randy swam last week is 3 to 10. Randy swam 84 more laps last week. How many did Tanya swim? So, gonna underline 3 to 10 and 84 more laps. So what you want to do is put a T for Tanya and an R for Randy. Then make 3 boxes for Tanya. And then 10 for Randy. And then all this space has to be equal to 84. So I'm going to do 84 divided by
7 more boxes, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
divided by 7, and that will give me 12. So you want to put 12 in all the boxes. And then, so 12 times 3 is 36. And 12 times 10 is 120. And for the number of laps that Tanya swam is 36, and that's the answer.
Now I'm going to hand it to Cole. I'm sorry, Olivia first, so she can help you with lesson 7 and 8.
Steve had a chocolate chip cookie cake for his birthday. He cut it into 12 slices. 9 slices were eaten. What is the value of the number of slices eaten to the number of slices that remained? So we have to know that there are 12 slices in all, and 9 slices were eaten. So I
subtracted 12 and 9, and I got 3. So I made the value to 9 over 3, and then I divided both of them by 3, and I got 3 over 1. So then the ratio would be 3 to 1.
Perfect. And don't forget to go back and reread. So it said, what is the value? So this is really your answer. You want to circle that one for me? Great job, Olivia. Now I'm going to hand it to Cole for the next one.
Okay, so the problem says for every 9 minutes of music Sean listens to, Craig listens to 4 minutes of music. How many times more minutes of music does Sean listen to than Craig? So it tells you that it says for every 9 minutes that Sean does. So Sean listens to 9 minutes and 9 over 4, because it's 7 lines and 4 to 4. And then you just do how many times 4 goes into 9. So it goes into it twice, so it goes over 1 over 4. And that's your answer.
Okay, now I'm handing it over to Madison and Michaela. Michaela's going to be talking, and Madison is going to be doing the writing.
Okay, so it says complete the following ratio table given the complete ratios. And the hours worked 6, and the money earned is $24. So then the hours worked will be upscaled by 2, and it will be 12. And the money earned would be 24.
So we upscaled it to 12.
And next we're going to upscale it again to 18. And then on the money earned, we're going to upscale it by 2 to 48. Then upscale it again to 72. And next we're going to do the time and distance. For every 26 minutes, they travel 4 miles. So we're first going to have 52 minutes, then 78 minutes, then 104. And on the miles, we're going to have 8, then 12, and finally 16. What ratios are used to complete each table? We did 6 over 24 divided by 6 over 6. And got 1/4. Then we did 26 over 4. Divided by 4 over 4. And got 65 over 1. 6.5 over 1.
Now I'm going to hand it over for Mike for lesson 11.
Okay, so for lesson 11, the first problem is Randy can read 114 pages in 2 hours. Lana can read 135 pages in 3 hours. Who is the faster reader? Okay, for the first step of this, you should scale it down. So first you have to divide 114 by 2, which is 57. And then can't do it. Yeah. So, which is 57. And then you round and then you make the 2 into 1. So, yeah. And then you scale down Lena's pace. So you divide 135 by 3, which equals 45, then you divide 3 by 3, which equals 1. Now we have to find out who's the faster reader. You have to help. You should label the 2. And so you can now see that that Randy is the faster reader. Yes. Now for number 2, you have to again. You should scale them down. You make 5 300 is 160. 6 to 360 is 160, and they're all 160 in that row. And then for the next row, they're all 150. So, and then for the third row, they're all 155. So, now you have to determine who can type at a faster pace. So you know it's Gary, because if you have them labeled, you can clearly see that he reads more, types more because of that.
Okay, now we're going to do lesson 12, and I'm going to hand it over to Rachel and Madison. Here's Madison.
Barry drove at a constant rate and drove 520 miles in 8 hours. How many miles did he drive in 3 hours? Okay, so first you would divide 520 by 8. And that would go into 52 6 times. And then that would be 65, and then you do 65 times 3. And then you get 195 miles in 3 hours.
Hi, I'm Rachel, and I'm going to do question 2. Sam was in a pie eating contest. He was able to keep the same rate up the entire time. He ate 9 pies in 3 minutes. How many pies did he eat in 5 minutes? Okay, so first I did 9 divided by 3, which would be 3. And then you times it by 5, which would get 15.
Now, Ms. Kramer's going to draw a double number line diagram. So for 3 minutes, he did 9 pies. So this is minutes, this is pies, and you scale it down to 1/3, and then you skip count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Great job, Rachel. Now I have Anna and Julia helping us with lesson 13. Anna is going to do the talking, Julia is going to do the writing.
Jane mixes 3 gallons of red paint for every 6 gallons of blue paint. Write an equation that shows the relationship between red paint and blue paint. We did R times 2 equals B. R is 3 for red,
times 2 and b equals 6. Next, we did b divided by 3 divided by 2 equals 3. R.
Now I'm handing it to Jenna.
The train takes 3 hours to go 150 miles. Complete the ratio table below and then the graph to the ordered pairs on the graph. So for 3 hours, there's 150 miles. And the ordered pair would be 3 to 150. And then it would be 6 hours to 300 miles, which would be 6 to 300. And then 9 would be a 450. And 9 to 450 ordered pair. And then 12 is 600 miles, so 12 to 600. And then 15 to 750 miles, and it's 15 to 750. Yep. So equations would be x times 50 equals y, and then y divided by 50 equals x.
Okay, and because the kids had to go to class, I'm going to finish the graph for them. For 3 points, the students need to be able to identify the x-axis, the y-axis, and 0 the origin. They have to plot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers on the x-axis, and there's 21 boxes. So 21 things divided by the 5 things they have to plot is approximately 4. So they have to skip count here by 4 boxes. And that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15, and it needs a label. These are hours. Okay, on the y-axis there's 25 boxes, and again still 5 numbers to plot. So we're going to skip count by 5 boxes on our y-axis. And this is 150, 300, 450, 600, and 750. And this is miles as a label. And the students have to know that they have to go over the x-axis and then up the y to plot their coordinate. And for the exam tomorrow, they will get points taken off. Oh, I didn't mean to move that. They will get points taken off if a straight edge is not used to graph their work. Good luck on your exam tomorrow.